This last song, I found it almost 30 years ago. What I didn't know at the time and only learned recently is that the singer of this song, Apache Indian, is not of Jamaican but Indian roots. And he grew up in the UK. Maybe that's why he's not talking about Jah Rastafari, respect and Mary Jane, but about depression, pain and hope. I love this song, the energy of it, the message, all of it. And with that, hi and a warm welcome to you, brother, sister, twister. This is Radio Productivista. I, the sometimes humble, sometimes not so Mr. Mo, am the host of your one and only all over the place radio show. What's going down, everyone? It's your man Lazy as always on the microphone. I like that. I also like these jazz manouche guitar sounds. Yeah. Ooh. This is the third time I'm doing this show. It's a very emotional and important moment in my life. I can feel that. This might be the most important thing I've ever done in my entire life. This very show, except from being involved in the conceiving of my sweet, beautiful and bright daughters. Speaking of children, something amazing but also confusing happened yesterday. I had lunch with my mum at IKEA in Karlsruhe. That's Germany. And IKEA is the company where my oldest daughter seems to be embarking on an unintentional career in sales. Funny. So I met my mum for lunch and out of the blue we decided to talk English, which we rarely do, and that's a shame because I'm always in the mood and she always prefers. We talked about this and that when something deeply touching happened inside of me. I looked at my mum and I saw and felt someone who was completely different from the person I had known for most of my life. My mother, she was glowing with a loving warmth. And that was the moment when I met another mum, a mum I could relate to on a very deep level, and it felt like I was meeting this important person in my life for the first time. We were sitting amongst many people in the cafeteria when all of a sudden tears came rolling down my cheeks. Those were tears of understanding, tears of love, and tears of relief in the light of me finding a connection with my mum that I had lost more than 50 years ago. In consequence, I realized that I had lost an important way of connecting with my mother when we stopped using my mother tongue at home, and what I had not known. That transition from talking English to speaking German didn't happen when we left England. It happened 1 or 2 years after we got to our then exile, Germany. And that is a very important information with regard to many, many things for me. And that are multiple stories for another time. Thinking about sharing content in English for quite a while now. Yeah, but there had always been an invisible emotional barrier inside of me that kept that idea from sticking with me. I felt disconnected from my heart, myself, and life. Whenever I talked English, that was a barrier I had never been able to understand, that is, until yesterday. I can sense how the epiphany I had yesterday might change a lot of things in my life, and there's a mixture of curiosity and anxiety I feel, or rather felt this morning after waking up. An emotional turmoil that was hard to grasp, but which seemed to be related to the possible consequences that come with such change. It feels natural to me to have these radio shows in English too, starting next week, or now, rather. I also feel like having one show every other week where I will talk a lot less and where the music will have a lot more space to breathe. And I would love to dedicate these shows to all the mothers in this world. This goes even further. There will be a Mother's Day every week in my world, El Mundo Productivista. A weekly Mother's Day on the radio show. Yeah, this is kind of a radio show you're listening to right now. Radio Productivista. And there will also be a weekly Father's Day. We'll get into that another day. This radio show is dedicated to all you beautiful, hard-working, and sometimes struggling mothers in this world. But this next song by Nas and Damien Jr. Gong Marley, called Friends, is dedicated to my longtime friend, a loyal companion on the way of hyper creativity, and a brother on the modern spiritual path, the one and only Saxeezy Rainbow Crow. Blessed to have you in my life. And there's another brother from another and the same mother, a brother in the arts, a brother on the path to self-liberation and on the path of fatherhood. And this friend is called Marius, and the painting you see behind me on the wall, that's the painting he created, and I really, really love it. Thanks for letting me share your art, your heartfelt art with the world. So here we go. This is Nas Damien Jr. Gong Marley, one of the many kids Bob Marley was able to help conceive, and the song is called Friends. Mothers, friends. What has all this English speaking stuff to do with you? How the heck should I know? I probably do not even know you yet. Maybe you are interested in the content I share. Maybe you are wondering how you can find a more loving connection with your mum. Or maybe you're interested in mothers more generally. Yeah, but this new approach to languages comes with advantages for everyone involved. I will put out less content because I will translate content and use it again in the other language while the music changes from day to day. That is a good thing on many levels, and that is a story for another time. The comprehension for you people who do not understand German will still be limited by my capacity to share stuff in a coherent manner, but at least you get the chance to understand some of the thoughts I'm sharing. For me, of course, there are many benefits. More room to work on content that is intended to earn me money. Yeah, I need money too, like books and the like. The chance of reaching a broader and more diverse audience, also via the questions I answer in English on Quora.com, that is. The platform where you can ask questions and people give their perspectives, such as I do. And it's altogether a worthwhile endeavor that challenges me to work on my English speaking and writing skills on one hand, but more importantly on the other, it takes me back to my deep roots in words, language, and in the way I want to interact with this world. That is, you. It also takes me much deeper into the abundance I share with you almost every day. Music. I can feel a much deeper connection with music this morning too, and that is because music is a beautiful mother as well. And because this is also beautiful and wonderful, and because I would have had a very hard time to come up with the English content for today, there will be 2 radio shows dedicated to mothers this week. This radio show now is for all the mothers, all you beautiful, struggling, dancing mothers walking this earth. And the Deep Flow Lounge tonight is dedicated to that Mother Earth. We are all sitting, standing, walking, lying, and hopefully dancing on.